Hey guys, this is Joel with SharpEdge Financial. This month we're breaking down some tips for parents who are expecting a baby. In this week's video, I will discuss something that one of my attorney clients refers to as adult homework, and that's reviewing your life and disability insurance coverages as well as establishing your estate documents. So let's dive right into it. One thing that makes parenting so great, but also what makes it so hard, is the fact that your kiddos' lives are completely dependent on you. From early on in their lives, they literally depend on you for everything, from feeding them to changing their diaper. But even as they get older and sometimes act like they don't even know you, now I'm not there yet with my kids, but I've heard this from other parents, but they still depend on you to put food on the table, to buy them clothes, put a roof over their heads, in addition to, of course, the emotional support that you give them. But what if your income were to go away for a period of time in the case of disability, or potentially forever in the case of death? Would your family be able to sustain the current standard of living that they're used to? Or maybe would they have to move to a smaller house, maybe go from private to public school, things like that. So there's a couple rules of thumb in the industry. On one hand, for disability coverage, you want to make sure that you have at least your essential expenses covered. So that's your mortgage, your utilities, insurance premiums, things that don't stop. So you want your disability insurance coverage to cover those. So that's on one hand. On the other hand, for life insurance, you want to have about 8 to 10 times your annual salary in coverage. So obviously those are rules of thumb. So you want to make sure that you do a thorough analysis because each situation is different. The second component of doing your adult homework is estate planning. And there are 4 basic documents that you want to establish at a minimum. So number 1 is your last will, or also known as a testament. So a last will dictates where and how your probate assets will be distributed at your death. But it also names a legal guardian for your children. So really, really important. Number 2, power of attorney. And that there's a medical and a durable power of attorney. So these documents will give legal authority for someone known as an agent to make decisions on your behalf if you can no longer make decisions yourself. Number 3, advanced medical directives, also known as a living will, not to be confused with last will. But this document explains your medical care preferences if you become unable to communicate or make decisions. So think about getting unplugged if you're in a comatose state. That would tell the doctor what to do in that circumstance. Number 4, HIPAA authorization. So this authorization form just basically authorizes the release of your private health information to authorized agents. So those are the kind of 4 main documents that you want to establish. And I get it, guys. I have kiddos too. Nobody wants to think about the unthinkable. But hear this. If you and your spouse died without a last will, it would be up to the probate courts to determine who your children's legal guardian would be. Now, the judge will try to do it, his or her best to pick someone who would least disrupt the children's lives, but they may not understand all your family dynamics, and they may pick someone that you would have never named in your will. I know this is not fun stuff to think about, but the good news is you have to really think about it once, you get it done, and then you just review it maybe every few years. All right, guys, that's all I got for today. Next week, we'll talk about something a little bit more joyful, and that's saving for your kiddos' college education. So stay tuned. If you would like more content like this, please subscribe to our newsletter or follow me on LinkedIn. Thanks for watching, guys.